course, we got some cool things to talk about today. Just some updates about what's been going on. This is mostly about crypto. We're going to talk about what's been going on in the space, and I want to introduce you guys officially to Dom. You guys have seen Dom posting a lot in the Discord, and Dom is an admin. So the experience that Dom has was like one of the biggest reasons why we started working together, but also his mindset and where he's at and the value that he had. So stoked to introduce him to you guys. This is like the first live stream that we'll be doing together that we'll be able to share with everyone. So Dom's a G when it comes to charts. Just very when it comes to crypto and charts. Lots of experience in the whole crypto space, all over the whole crypto space. So I know a lot about crypto, but I'm willing to bet that Dom knows more than I do. And so it's a great resource for all of us to tap into. So yeah, this is mainly going to be focused on crypto. First thing to jump in is that Bybit, that's the main place that we've been trading derivatives, main place we've been, day trading crypto. And they now are requiring KYC. They're requiring to verify identity. And that's not a big deal, except for they're going to deny you 100% if you're an American citizen. So it just sucks because these companies, they don't want to work with the U.S. whatsoever. And so as a U.S. citizen, we have to either do things where we don't verify our identity, or we have to find places or get a whole new identity, I guess. Not a new identity, but go get a citizenship in another place. But they don't even want to work with U.S. citizens because the U.S. laws are just so restrictive and so undefined, and it's a whole mess. So long term, it really thwarts growth. It thwarts expansion for companies and for the crypto space as a whole. So it's super important that we're voting with our money. And so in this case, I'm willing to bet Bybit's going to lose a lot of their people. Obviously, a lot of their volume. I don't think many people are going to trade without being able to verify their identity or with having to. So there's a couple different options that Dom and I have been talking about and we've been looking at. And when we're more solid on which one we're going towards, then we'll probably announce that within the next week. So just want to get super clear. There are still a lot of options. Bybit was definitely the best, the interface, everything about it. But it's not the only option. So we're looking good there. This is overall to me. This happened with Bybit, and then today I had a business bank account tell me that they decided to close my account. So, and it's because of crypto, and it just sucks. It's because of all the things that happen in crypto, and they judge the whole industry based off of what a couple people are doing, and to me, it's also somewhat, an attack on freedom. Anytime the U.S. government says something about, or any government, they're banning crypto or making it harder, whatever. It's because crypto provides freedom where it didn't exist, or where the U.S. government, not just the U.S. government, but any government would not want it to exist. And that's the freedom over money, freedom over financials, freedom to transact, freedom to have a bank account and to, in a way, right, have a crypto wallet and to be able to use it without having to apply, without having to be approved, without having the risk of being frozen, or in my case, your account shut down without notice. And it's so crazy because there was no notice for me. It was simply on Thursday, they locked my account, locked me out. I couldn't do anything. All my automatic payments from my business bank account were going through this account. So I just get emails like, hey, your card's not working. And then I can't get into my app, and then they just say, hey, yeah, sorry. Today they're like, yeah, sorry, we're not working with you. So crypto solves this issue that apparently so many people have against freedom. So long term, we're in a small way here at Atlantis, or eventually in a large way, creating the systems to make it easier for those transactions. And this is why we've put together the trading team we have, why we've been building this community and making it better. And because the reason why these systems, the old systems that are doing things that aren't really beneficial to the whole, why they can still get away with it is because people are still subscribing, right? Or voting with their money. And so as soon as we have these other systems that are available to easily start using your money for, you think of all the things you use your money for, living expenses, right? Food, taxes, all those things. So if instead you can use a currency on a system that wouldn't try to take from you, wouldn't block you from just doing what you want to do. I haven't done anything illegal, but they're shutting my bank account, It's just shutting it down. So I don't feel aligned with that anymore. And I'm not even going to be mad about it. This is like the 7th, 8th one. And the first couple, I got so mad. But anyway, so this is why crypto is so important. Now, short term, just to emphasize those that are just getting into it, or maybe you know or not, but crypto is much better to look at long-term income. Cryptocurrency is, because it's still, a lot of it is speculation. We're in a place now where countries have adopted Bitcoin, at least, and big banks are planning on using other currencies, but we're still in a speculation type place. So when it comes to consistent income right now, I would say that crypto's not it. However, long term, there's a lot that can be done in a short amount of time financially in crypto, just because the market is so small. So this is why it's so important that you guys have probably seen me in Discord posting a lot of trades, and I'm really glad to bring Dom on to make sure that we are posting that stuff consistently. You're going to see a lot more Forex trades coming in consistently, things like that. But the time now, I mean, we can just look at a chart, but the time is right now to start really, better in January, but especially now and through the rest of this year, to focus in on learning about crypto and getting really good with it, but also placing some investments in specific places, because this market is not going anywhere. And cryptocurrency as a whole is the future of finance as a whole. And so because of it's the future of financial, it's the future of finance in all aspects, to be honest. So we're in an amazing spot. We're super early. So maybe Dom can, Dom's gonna go over some charts in a little while, but I want to go over a couple things just to update you guys, and maybe Dom can go over some of the numbers on kind of where we're at, market cap, stuff like that, and then just share some of the outlook. So a few things I want to share with you guys. The Discord, if you haven't noticed, we've been upgrading. So here on the channel side, oh wait, I'm not sharing my screen yet. Let me share my screen. Ding. Okay, I think this should do it. Sweet. Okay, so you guys can see in the Discord we've upgraded. All right, it's gonna exclamation. If it's not coming through, just let me know. If you guys don't know, Discord, in the very top right up here, there's a little chat button, and so if you want to, you can show the chat, ask questions, or you can unmute yourself. Okay, so in the Discord, we've been upgrading and getting a lot more organized. You'll see here now, thank you, Dom. Dom's organized a whole crypto hub because we've been expanding the crypto form of things, the crypto information that we're sharing. We also have the FX hub. We're going to obviously have consistent Forex trades. I know there's a lot of people in here that are trading Forex, and then you guys know Keon posting indices pretty consistently every single day. So, by the way, I moved. Can you guys still see my screen? I want to make sure that it's not on the other. I'm just going to assume that it is, even though I went to a different channel. But yeah, if someone can confirm, that would be dope. Anyway, actually, yeah, before I move on, I don't want to talk about it. Dom, can you see my screen still? Yeah, I think so. You're good. Okay, tight. Good. Just want to make sure. Okay, so first of all, in crypto charts, Dom mostly this is his channel. He's updating daily on charts, updating on what's happening in the crypto space, like all chart wise, price action, daily. And Dom I'm gonna let him introduce himself. But Dom's got 6 years. He's been in crypto 6-7 years now, since he was, since 2016, 2017. So Dom's had a lot of experience with charting and getting really good at watching the flow, the overall greater flow, of the overall upward trends and downward trends, and then the in between too. Dom has a lot of tools that he has access to. So like this thing here is where all the liquidations, all the orders are. for liquidations. And so this is an awesome tool to share. It kind of helps to show where price might go or how it could react in different areas. So stay up to date. In the crypto charts here, I may post some charts here as well sometimes. But this is all a chat, just our charts. Hey, shh, come here, puppy guy. Sorry, he's only our puppy for another week. But this is where we're gonna post all the Atlantis official charts, so you can just keep up to date. And then above that, if you want to post your charts or ideas or anything, go into the crypto chat. This is actually where I've been posting my trades or just kind of keeping up to date with what I'm doing. I got into some Bitcoin longs. Right now I'm kind of out. I got stopped out, but we're keeping up to date pretty consistently here. And Daniel just posted an idea with Litecoin. So yeah, another thing on this. If you guys didn't know, we're gonna over time as the crypto market grows, things are gonna come back, NFTs and stuff like that, and they already kind of have. Just in case you missed it, there was an NFT drop that we announced. Dom pointed out to me, and then I announced it in the Discord to you guys a few days ago. Yeah, this would have been Thursday, I think. I gotta look at the exact day. On the 21st. So this NFT drop was 6.9 Solana so basically $150 to get into it. And the floor price, some of these different, hey, come here, relax, dude. Puppies are crazy. Some of these different NFTs, I'm gonna go to some of the numbers here, but they absolutely blew up. Hey, relax. No, chill out. Don't bother me, bro. I'm talking to my friends. So some of these NFTs, like you can see this one here, sold for 2,000 Solana for 43K, a mint price of $150, and mints are random. But other ones are going for, Dom got to sell his for like 130 Solana or something like that. So just pay attention to this crypto chat because a lot of these opportunities, they happen really fast. And if you don't know how to utilize them, it's a great time. Just ask. You can tag myself. You can tag Dom. Just ask in the chat. Here's another one of the NFTs from the same drop, sold for about $20,000. So in crypto, things move fast, and as this bull run keeps happening, as it progresses over the next year to 2 years, there's going to be a lot more opportunities that come up. So it's just I try to tag everyone when we can, but you're also going to have to pay attention as well. So yeah, I'm super stoked about that. What else I wanted to share? I think one other thing, and then I'll hand it over to you, Dom. Let me see. My computer's going a little slow. I think there's too much bandwidth right now. So as my computer's going a little slower, but what I wanted to show you guys is there's this awesome raffle thing that I found, and I was out of spite trying to figure out, okay, I missed it, so I entered that NFT drop into. Let's see where we're at. I'm just gonna close some of these. So there's this NFT raffle it's all automated. It's all smart contract. The raffle after I take care of this dog, after Dom goes through some charts for a bit. But yeah, Dom, I want you to take a second also just to introduce yourself. Maybe share some history. Share what your mom loves the most about you. Things like that. Just to let people get to know you a little more.
Awesome. Yeah, sounds good, Cody. Well, hello everybody. And as Cody said, I recently joined a few weeks as an admin, and I'll be mainly focusing on just crypto related things. And it's the crypto market is starting to revive back up the last few months, so things should get pretty interesting here. But just to start off, yeah, as he said, I first learned about crypto in 2016 and bought a few Bitcoin, sold them, messed around a little bit, but then once 2017 came around, I really dove headfirst into it, and I learned pretty fast. Just dove into charts, all the analytics behind it, blockchain, just kind of understood the whole space. And since then, I've really been a heavy part of the community in different ways. I've been a part of about 5 different trading educational groups, similar to Atlantis, throughout the past few years. I also used to write price articles for a media company, kind of ones you sometimes might see on Cointelegraph or one of the cryptocurrency media outlets. And I also had the privilege and opportunity to work at FTX in 2021 to about mid 2022. So I learned a lot there. Obviously, it's no longer a thing, but at the time it was the second largest exchange, and I got to learn a good amount of the inner workings of the crypto market. But I've always focused on charts and trading. That was just a good experience overall, and I meet a lot of different people, and it was an overall a great experience. But since then, I've kind of just been doing my own thing, and now I joined Atlantis, and we're really going to be ramping up a lot of different things, as he already said. We're making some changes to the Discord. We'll be changing some things, that we'll give up about, but things are looking up, and I'm excited to have the first live stream to kind of go over some live charts, because at the end of the day, that's what I excel in the most is the data analytics behind crypto, just kind of analyzing the trends and leading people from a technical standpoint, finding patterns as well. One thing we want to emphasize, the signals will definitely be here overall, but we want you guys to understand the inner workings of this, so you could eventually go off on your own and do it yourself, or just kind of have a better understanding of what we post and kind of how we look at the market. So that's one thing I'm really big on, is just allowing people to really understand what's going on. So at any point, if you're curious about what I'm saying in the channels or the charts, just feel free to tag me in the crypto chat, and we'd love to have more interaction in that aspect. Don't hesitate. Would love to answer any questions so everybody completely understands what we're sending and what I'm talking about specifically. So let me get my screen set up here. Just give me 1 second.
I'm having trouble hearing you. I think there's some people that aren't on mute that keeps interfering with your with what you're saying.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think potentially Cody was unmuted, but can you hear me okay now?
Yes, that's better.
Okay, awesome. And if you can't hear me at any other point, just hop back on and let me know. But I should, are you guys able to see my screen now?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Oops. I can see your screen, but I had to click at the top right. It popped up to, or I think over your name. I had to click to view your stream. So if you guys can't see Dom's screen right now, you might have to click on your Discord just to view it. But yeah, I can see your screen perfect.
Awesome. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think people are hopping in now, the spectators. Okay, so obviously, just to start off, we're in an interesting point right here in the market overall. Obviously, last year was just not good in terms of price growth. The whole time, from the beginning in January basically to basically December, it was just bearish the whole way down. Crypto dropped as a whole 70 to 80%, which isn't unusual. It was expected. But here now we're at a point where things seem like they're turning around. There's a lot of different indications that show that, we're entering the first parts of a new bull cycle. And one of the biggest things that I've learned over the years that really controls the movements in crypto is Bitcoin halvings. So if you guys haven't heard of Bitcoin halvings before, essentially within Bitcoin's creation, there was code that said every 4 years, the block reward for miners will cut in half. And what essentially that does is it cuts the issuance and it cuts the inflation rate in half. And that's kind of the whole basis behind why Bitcoin has grown from a few dollars to, 70K, just because of that scarcity aspect. And, the US dollar fiat currencies, there's no limit, there's no hard-coded amount. So whenever the government wants to print money, it'll just dilute the existing supply, and purchasing power goes down and inflation runs rampant. But Bitcoin, that's why Bitcoin is so attractive to people, is because there will only be 21 million, and every 4 years this halving occurs, and it just seems to kind of kick off a bull run, kind of because that's that supply shock. As long as the demand stays the same, and each 4 years our supply that's getting entered in is getting cut in half, just kind of the simple mechanics of supply and demand causes Bitcoin to go up. So I think that's a good point to start off with, because as I'm sure you guys know, cryptocurrency markets, for the most part, they are just a mirror of Bitcoin. For a few months or a few weeks or a few days, coins might do their own thing, but for the most part, the trends always will follow Bitcoin's lead. So I like to usually refer to Bitcoin the most. Obviously, once things ramp up in the bull market, it's important to look at other altcoins to catch those moves. But in times like this, where we're kind of in a transitionary phase from bear trend to bull trend, Bitcoin is a really good indication to kind of see where we're at. So the first thing that I'll throw up here is a script that I actually made on TradingView. And what it is, it's essentially a halving ribbon. I'll go in here and shut off the regular price action so we could just see the colored line. And as you can see here with the scale, each of these lines, these vertical lines, represent each halving, and the colors kind of represent the days until the next halving. So as you can see right here, it goes from red, which is really close to the halving, straight to blue, which resets our scale to about 1,400 days. This has been a really easy and simple indicator, really fast. It allowed me to kind of pick the bottom in 2018. Also allowed me to kind of see when the top was coming in 2021. As you can see here, this green color is really evident near the tops. It happened here, just a little bit less green. Same concept here. Obviously, we ran like a few $1,000s higher, but that has worked significantly well. Same thing as for bottoms. This light yellow, kind of orangish color, it's the last 2 cycles, it's worked perfectly. And even this cycle, when we were at 15K, as you can see here, these colors are very exact. And that represents about 500 days until the next halving. And as you can see where we're at now, we're kind of in this phase right here. I'd compare it to about right here, in the previous cycle. And obviously, as we can see, we're right here. So why I'm saying this is because I believe our bottom overall is in. If Bitcoin went any lower than where it went in November, the whole structure overall would just be broken in so many ways. So I will stay firm that our bottom's in. Bitcoin should never go lower than this point, potentially years and years in the future. But regarding this cycle, our bottom should 100% be in. So that's just kind of an overall view to kind of so you guys can understand where my mind's at. As Cody said, I've been heavily following, I first got into crypto right over here, but I didn't really get heavy into it until Bitcoin was at about $1,000. And I've been through these whole cycles. The longest I've went without looking at a chart since then was probably a week. And I've accurately bought, the large swings in the market. And to my previous followers, I told them we all exited up here, and also too, we entered down here. So overall, the trends, I like to look at a high time frame, and just so you guys understand, this is where I believe we're at. I don't think a low is going to come in, a new low for sure not. But as for what's next, I guess I'll go into that a little bit more now. Just wanted to throw this indicator up here as it's pretty useful. So essentially, a few weeks ago, before I was part of Atlantis, I was long, and overall I've had spot positions open from down here, also accumulated a little bit here, a little bit here, and a little bit here. But just to put it in a simple way, we're at this large resistance area here, and this could be drawn in a few different areas, but I just like to use these boxes because a support and resistance isn't usually just a line. It's not usually just one price. It's kind of an area, and especially on a large time frame like a 1 week here, this is what we got to look at here. So Bitcoin, obviously, we had a rejection the last week, but overall, this right here is an important level, and I'm going to just show a post that I made a few weeks ago. I post once in a while just on TradingView, and I have for a long time. Just different price articles if it can load here. But as we can see here, this similarity right here is, I don't have it created anymore on a layout, so I'll just refer to it here. This resistance is kind of what I'm pointing out right there. Bitcoin obviously now got rejected back down, but it's a very interesting spot, and it kind of coincides with that color, that halving color ribbon that we're right there. But obviously now that we had that rejection week, things are a little bit different. However, I still believe that, I'll hop back over here, I still believe that we have a good chance of hitting this area right about here, about 38,000 to about 45,000. I think that this makes sense a lot. And, I think that we're still at a point where that's a possibility before, within a few months. And really that break-even point where I would walk away from that idea will be if Bitcoin can't hold the 25,000. As I posted earlier in the charts, if you guys didn't see, it's very usual for Bitcoin to have 20-30% pullbacks, anytime it's going up. Even here was probably 15-20%, and then we hit our high. Here it had about 15 to 30% pullbacks throughout the high. So we're only at about 12% right here. If you watch the sentiment, people flip pretty quickly, but, our structure is still somewhat in place here just overall. So just to keep it more simple, I believe that we could see Bitcoin and crypto kind of move up here, and I'll switch over to altcoins in just 1 minute. And then we kind of mess around and hang out for 6 months or until the end of the year. Kind of similar to what happened here. We put in our bottom. We could refer to this as our bottom. Our initial wave up, and then kind of a year of just sideways. If we take out the COVID, we could just look at this as a year of just consolidation. So I think it makes sense still that we kind of have one more leg up here and then kind of do a similar sideways movement until that next halving. And if anyone's curious, the next halving is going to occur next year, about April 14th, they suspect right now. So about right there. So overall, that's where I think we're at just on a macro scale. And the level that I will flip that bias will be if this 25K can't hold. And I'm looking at a higher time frame here. This is our first live stream, but overall, I want you guys to understand where my head's at here. And this is Bitcoin, like I said, so most coins are going to follow this as of right now. So obviously, we'll continue to update day to day and see where things move, because I'll keep a bias, but if things tell me to let go of that bias, then I'll let go of that bias. There's just a lot of different things that I'll eventually go over, maybe our next live stream, that point me to this level. So we'll keep it there for now. On Bitcoin overall, that's kind of my views. But now we'll hop over to
Really quick, Dom. Someone was asking about the chart showing the halving. Is there an indicator associated? They want to know what the indicator was, but the actual rainbow on the chart.
Yeah, my bad. I wasn't even looking at the chat.
Oh, that's okay. No, I got you. I'm watching.
Yeah. It's called the Bitcoin halving rainbow and stock to flow price. You could just look it up in your indicators, and it should be under community scripts. Yeah, it's right here, TraderView 2. So yeah, it's fully accessible, and you can mess around with it. I also, if you guys were interested in that, I also put a stock to flow model on it, which, as you will see, it only works on Bitcoin USD index or Bitstamp. But the stock to flow model is kind of, if you guys, if you look at the TradingView post, it gives a little understanding. But essentially, it's a big formula that kind of predicts where Bitcoin should be. So that's just another add-on. But yeah, you could find it there. Any other questions, you can let me know. So I'll hop back over here to altcoins, and we will dive into them quickly. So also one other thing I did post here, which this was a few weeks ago. The altcoin is severely lagging behind Bitcoin and Ethereum, which this is usual, but it will continue to be usual if altcoins catch up. Bitcoin always pulls us out of the dumps. It's always happened. Every bear market low, Bitcoin revives first, then ETH revives, then that flows down to smaller altcoins. But if you see here, even without me pressing play, the altcoins, it's a very similar structure. We could look at the 202-day moving average on both charts here, and the total market cap, which is including Bitcoin and Ethereum, is well above that. And here we have all the altcoins, excluding Bitcoin, ETH, and stablecoins, is well below that. So, we're at this point where Bitcoin and Ethereum have done decently well. Bitcoin's done the best, but altcoins are really lagging. And this is what kind of leads me to still believe that we should go higher before we have a few months of sideways. So it's just something to keep in mind here, that overall altcoins are lagging. And now I'll dive into the chart here. Bitcoin is in comparison about right here, and Ethereum's about right here, if you kind of just use the structure. So with that being said, if we see Bitcoin rally back above 30K, 29K to be more specific, over the next week or two, then I'm going to be full board, calling for a lot of these altcoins to do 50%, 100%, because it just makes sense. But the last week kind of put a little shock into that, because I wasn't expecting such a hard rejection. But overall the structure is still fine. As you guys have probably seen, I like to use trend lines a lot. People overlook them, but I swear that I've taught many people this as well. Trend lines, if you know how to use them properly, they can really be the most powerful indication. Whether they're horizontal or diagonal, they can be super useful. But here, as we can see, just a simple breakout and retest could potentially be happening. And I'll continue to update on this and see. But I just kind of wanted you guys to see that altcoins, they're really behind. And throughout my 6 years of watching crypto, they should catch up. And I'll be very shocked if they don't. So with that being said, Bitcoin above 29K, hopefully that occurs over the next week or two. Then I'll start signaling a bunch of different specific altcoins that we could look into, buy spot positions, trade them as well, and potentially catch 50, 100% moves overall on those. So that's kind of a good, simple overview that I kind of just wanted to start off with. And, with this being the first live stream I'm on, I kind of I don't want to go too in depth, but just enough to kind of see where my head's at. And you guys will continue to see, charts being posted and such, but we're going to do consistent live streams. I don't know exactly what type of live streams we will do specifically, but at least once a week we will have a live stream going over charts specifically and, going in depth. But just as the first one, I kind of just wanted to give a broad overview of where I think the market's at. So if you guys wanted to, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. I'm now looking at it. Or if you wanted me to take a look at anything specific, be glad to. But overall, that is kind of my overall view on the market. And I'm trying to see here, there's a bunch of different charts that I refer to usually, but that's a good overview. And if you guys are curious, if you guys do your own analysis, very useful is total. That represents the total crypto market cap. And then we have total 2, which is just excluding Bitcoin. We have total 3, which excludes Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then others is excluding Bitcoin, Ethereum, and excluding the stable coins, which make up a good market cap of everything else. So I guess that's all that I'll really cover for now, unless you guys want me to check out something more specific. And like I said, our next live stream, I'll have a layout of exactly what I want to show you guys, but I kind of just wanted to start off in an easy way to kind of gauge where the market's at. And, overall, just a recap, I think we're still in a point where we can kind of run higher the next few months. That break-even point will be 25K Bitcoin. If that can't hold, then, we'll look for our next scenarios. But overall, I'm still going to stick with that. I've been bullish since the beginning of the year. It's worked out pretty well so far, but I think a lot of indications say we'll continue on a high time frame. And, once that changes, I'll let you guys know. But as of right now, I think structures overall are still decently okay to where we could have another push. And here's obviously just excluding Bitcoin. I'm speaking of something along this range, which would be about 30 to 40% overall growth. Some altcoins will obviously grow more, but that's kind of my vague view of where we're at. And we're getting close to that point where I think that that's void, but I still believe using a bunch of different patterns and stuff that you guys will see me refer to in the next coming weeks, that the market can and is more likely to rally higher the next few months, in my opinion, than to go lower than, say, 25K. But I'm open, I'm very flexible. I'm not someone, you guys will see, obviously nobody's always correct, but if I have a good thesis that has a lot of data to back it and a lot of patterns and a lot of experience that says it's going to occur, I'll stick with that, but I won't hold that as some people do. They'll stay long or they'll stay short, and they never even have an invalidation point. They'll just continue to hold that, but I flow with the charts, just like water. I will flow with them. Obviously, I want to make predictions and stick with them, but sometimes the market's not going to do what we believe. But obviously, we try to be as accurate as we can, and you guys will obviously see that as well. But just want you to know that, just keep an eye on the crypto charts, and really just feel free to you could add me as a friend, DM me, or just go in the crypto chat if you have questions, because we want people to learn as well, as we're continuing here, because getting signals is awesome, but really understanding this, and each thing we post and kind of feeling the energy and being in tune with what's going on is really important. So do not hesitate to reach out and ask any questions. So that'll about do it for my first introduction here. And like I said, just keep an eye on crypto charts, and the next live stream will go more in depth, and you guys can send me different coins. We can look them over. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed that. And Cody, if you want to hop in now, you can feel free.
Yeah, Dom, thanks, man. Really appreciate it, and I love your charting. Super concise, super clear. I'm sure even people in here that don't have a ton of charting experience yet can really it's easy to understand what you're saying. So yeah, thank you for that. Definitely. Yeah, like Dom said, guys, staying in tune here. We're really looking to make this Discord to where you don't need to look anywhere else. It's of course good as a trader to get all your information everywhere, but I know Dom and I are always scouring the crypto sphere and always just trying to see what's going on, what new drops are happening, what the markets are doing, and all that. And so you can save a lot of time just by staying in the chats, showing up to the live streams. We'll keep you updated all the time. So anyways, yeah. So this is just the beginning. Just so you guys know, for Atlantis, what we're focused on right now is getting a super solid base, the organized Discord and a better onboarding system. We've updated the course as well, and so that's getting even better. So before, we're just gonna wait until those systems are solid. The new onboarding system, when someone new signs up for Discord, is gonna probably be done in the next week or so, and then we're going to start marketing pretty heavily within the next 2 weeks to a month. So on that note, there's we are going to be looking for specific people in the future who obviously can contribute, but more than just contributing with charts and everything, but contributing in we have ways that we can set up referral links, things like that. But our intention with this community is to make it the greatest wealth and consciousness and crypto community in the world. And to do that, of course, it's going to take all of us together. So please let us know if ever there's anything that you'd like added, you'd like updated. If there's anything in your trading space, where in a actual trading community, we want to make it to where this has basically everything you need when you know how to trade, and even some intro stuff to teach you how to trade. And then of course we have the higher mentorship to where when you want to be profitable and do this all the time and know exactly what we're talking about and even contribute with us. That's what the mentorship is for. But what I'm getting at is let's cultivate this together. So if there's more news sources you'd like to see, or specific updates you'd like to see that you're not getting yet, anything like that, just go in the chats, tag us, DM us. Anyone who in Discord has a yellow name, they are an admin. Okay. Right now there is there's 4 leaders in Discord. We have a couple other admins, because I will show you guys one other thing before we hop off in the Discord. That's super secret. Not most of you aren't able to see this, but we have hidden. There's actually the trading council, the Atlantis trading team. It's slowly developing. we're coming together more and more. But this is also inside the Discord. So there's a lot of awesome things that we're focusing on this community. A big part of it is to cultivate traders, to cultivate people to the point where we can invite you to trade on the team with us. Just showing those results. So anyways, yeah, so anything you could think of to make it better, would absolutely love to hear it. Yeah, but I feel pretty good. There's one other thing that I'll just share with you guys for fun. Oh, by the way, I'm just going to show you, I'm testing out this new exchange, potentially to trade out Bybit for this. I just put in a little bit of money, just put in 1,500 bucks. I'm just going to trade for a little bit. They have this coin called Wrecked, so hopefully I don't get wrecked, but I just opened a trade just to test it out. It's a really, really small price, so I bought like 54 trillion of them or something. Okay, beyond the point, what I wanted to show you earlier, I was talking about how since I didn't make it, I'll just show you guys some stuff. I'm not going to show you everything about how to use this stuff, but first, this site is called Magic Eden. Magic Eden is the NFT marketplace for Solana. They don't just do Solana, but there's a lot of different, mostly all the Solana NFT drops are here on Magic Eden. So the one that we were talking about, Mad Lads, you guys can yourself, if you go to magiceden.io, you can search Mad Lads, and this is once again that one that we were talking about in the crypto chat, and you can go see yourself all the information of like what they're selling for, the volume. Oh my god. Okay, so floor is 78. It's amazing. So these minted for 6.9, so it's more than a 10x, and this minted on Friday. So and then Dom was able to get a lot more than a 10x out of his. Dom got like a 20x or something like that, maybe 25. So these are Magic Eden is once again the marketplace where most Solana NFTs are bought and sold. It's all decentralized. So meaning that there's not like a company behind it. These are a bunch of developers got together to create this. I'm sure there's probably some fees and something associated, but what I'm getting at is you don't have to verify your identity. You don't have to do anything to buy and sell NFTs. You just simply need to create a wallet. And the wallet that I like, that is new, just came out, that's the most intuitive, is Backpack. You can add it right into your browser here, whether you have Chrome or Brave. If you go to backpack.app, you can find it there. And this is a Solana wallet. So I have a little bit of Solana in here. So I've been moving a bunch of stuff around. But this is right now, I have this as just some dust that I'm going to use to go, honestly, just for NFTs. I'm going to go buy some NFTs with it, see if I can flip them. I already flipped 14 just from what I'm going to show you, this raffle site. I turned 14 Solana into like 35.
Cody?
Oh, yeah, can you hear me? Yeah.
Cody, we're looking at your Discord. If you could.
Oh, shoot. I told it to share the whole screen.
Yeah, it looks like it's just looking at just the Discord.
All right, let's redo this. Boom. Screens. There we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's Magic Eden. I'm sorry, I was talking about it, but here's where I can actually show you. So 78 floor. That's the floor is the lowest price that one is listed for sale. And so when I tried to enter. By the way, once again, here's the Backpack app, and here's some extra Solana I'm going to use to just buy some NFTs. I'm going to put it in this raffle. From this raffle site, they're listing. Let me show you here. They're listing a bunch of, this one is only Solana NFTs, but they list these NFTs and you can buy raffle tickets for Solana. So it tells you the price per ticket, how many tickets there are, and this right here tells you the floor price, okay, FP. So I can buy one ticket for a 1 in 50 chance to win this for 0.23 Solana, to win this NFT that is worth 9 Solana. So I found this a couple nights ago, and I put in like 150 bucks, and I was able to, through winning some of these different auctions, or I guess the raffles, I won some NFTs, and I turned it into like 35 Solana. So what would that be? Something like, I don't know, 800 or 900 bucks basically. So this is available too if you want. You can check this out. Raffle with 3 Fs. I'm gonna just put it in the crypto chat. I will say, with crypto, and with trading in general, this is something I explain to people. Like, this is more of the frequency of gambling. Okay, let's be honest. Because you're gonna spend, and I did win some, and I was able to. The more you buy, the more chance you have to win it, and it's all random, all connected to the wallet. You can use, by the way, the same wallet, the backpack wallet, to connect here and enter in some raffles, and yeah. So I find that with all things, as a human, for whatever reason, we have these natural tendencies for gambling a little bit, and so especially in crypto, when you start to experience money really really fast, you're gonna notice, any one of you, if you invested in some of these coins we talked about, runes, Solana, even Bitcoin, let alone Star Atlas and stuff. There's gonna be a time over the next 2 years you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, like, how did 300 or 500 or how did 5 grand turn into like 80 grand in like a few months? Those types of things really happen, and so when that happens, it's really easy for our ego to take over, for greed to take over, and to get into that gambling mindset. And so I like to be very, very careful, and if I'm putting money in, like, into any stuff like this, it's a very small amount, and I'm not ever gonna add more. If I lose what I had, it's gone, So anyway, it's just fun, because what you can do is you can connect your wallet, you can bid on some of these NFTs, and if you win it, it'll show up in your wallet, and then you can literally just take it over to the Magic Eden site, and you can sell it, or you can hold on to it. So pretty tight, worth checking out. Anything else that I want to go over? Nah, I think it's good. Just be careful with crypto, especially. Only invest money, like with the NFTs, especially money that you can afford to lose. I would say crypto, to me, the larger coins is a valid investment, more valid even than, I won't say more valid, but just as valid as something like the S&P 500 or other things, where if you were to just buy Bitcoin, like, long term, you're in a good spot. But making sure that you're buying spot, you're not trading leverage. Don't trade with leverage in crypto unless you have experience, unless you know what you're doing. And when you do that, make sure you're setting rules for yourself. Be very, very careful, okay? Because it's really easy to make a lot of money, and it's really easy to lose a lot of money if you're not careful. And this is why we focus so much on consciousness and the mentorship, and subconscious programming and empowering belief systems, so that you don't experience those blockages come up, as much or even at all compared to how you would or how someone else would. So anyway, yeah, so it is fun to gamble a bit, but just know, once again, just keep it small and just be really careful. There's another one that's fun called Rollbit. It is definitely a crypto casino. They have slots. They have a 15-second. I think actually they have a 5-second crypto futures. Let's see if it'll let me log in. It doesn't matter. Anyways, you can trade 15-second futures, so you can watch the Bitcoin 15-second chart and basically gamble and guess where you think it'll go next. These are all things that are available on crypto. Are pretty fun, but once again, to me the only benefit of these is if I'm putting in a small amount of money, number one, and I'm limited. If I lose that money, I'm not putting any more in. And number two is to get the gambling tendencies out in something like this, so that it's not showing up when I'm trading or investing. Okay, I don't want that at all. And so if I push that button, and the button feels pushed, then I'm gonna be good, and it's not gonna come up as much with with trading. So anyway, cool. Yeah, guys. As with everything else, does anyone have questions? Like, let's leave it wide open for questions for me, for Dom. Anyone, anything?
Just a few things I wanted to add, Cody.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to emphasize that, going forward, we're gonna have consistent live streams, and just from my experience, other people that I've taught and worked with, they find them very useful and interactive. So I just want you guys to know that we're gonna consistently be going over charts, and we're gonna get a schedule here down soon. I just want you guys to know that great interactions and value will occur with the live stream. So I guess just try your best to reach them, and we'll obviously record them if you can't make it. But I just wanted to emphasize that, because crypto the last year it was kind of boring, but things are spicing up now, and like I just kind of referenced, we're in this transition phase from going from a bear market to a bull market, and once that halving occurs and kind of leading up to it, things should start getting really fun, really interesting, and once crypto really starts ramping up again, things will really get they're going to really be fun. And if you guys haven't really traded crypto too much, or haven't really followed it too much, right now really isn't the funnest time by a mile even. Once things really ramp up here, which should occur later this year, early next year, and even over the next few months temporarily, it's going to be really fun. So I just want to emphasize on that the live streams I think you guys will love. And I also want to emphasize on the fact that I want everyone to understand exactly what I'm talking about or what Cody's talking about. So feel free just to ask any questions. The crypto chat's always open. I send a lot of different analysis, and some of it probably is confusing. So if I don't explain it well, just feel free to ask me, and I'd love to kind of break it down and make sure everybody gets exactly what I'm referring to.
Heck yeah.
If anyone is curious about things that I have posted in the past, my trading view has just an ounce of what I've kind of the technical analysis I've done, but I'd say it's been a good ride the last 5 years, using the different techniques that I have, everything. I've accurately led myself and other people that have followed me. Obviously not financial advice, just opinion, but we've all went for good rides, and we kind of got in at the right points and got out at the right. If anyone wants to check that out, I just threw it in the session chat. Like I said, it's just an ounce of what I've done, but give a little history of kind of things that I have posted or I've stood by. So just wanted to add that in there. So feel free to ask any questions, and more live streams will be consistent, and I think you really love it. So
Beautiful.
That's all I had to add.
Beautiful. Yeah, does anyone have questions? Anything at all. Don't hold back. Feeling good? Let me open the chat too. Feeling good. Oh, what the heck? You can do activities together. Should we do a putt party? Oh. I tried and then it crashed my Discord, so never mind. But it looks like it's a golf game. Poker night up to 7 people. Nice, okay. Yeah, I mean, probably won't play too many games here, but sweet. Yeah, Discord, I'm doing a screen recording right now, but I mean, I know you guys in the past, we've done so many meetings in so many different places, and live streams at different places, but yeah, this Discord will probably be pretty good to keep it here. The only challenge is they don't allow us to record it, but that's okay. So you'll either see me at like Zoom, or here will be where I do my live streams, but probably gonna just focus it here on Discord as much as possible. And then if we're ever meeting as a team, trading team, or as individuals, then it'll be on the app around. So yeah, okay, well, cool. No, got a couple messages. Let me check. Have a comment. With all the forms of investing, even with fun crypto gambling activities, always remember to measure your risk. Yes, accept your risk without regret. If the possible risk makes us too anxious, then that amount is simply too large. Amen. Couldn't have said it better. Yep. Thank you, Amala. Interesting navigating betting virtually, so really appreciate the background. Yeah, Dom's got some great experience. So, the cool thing is Dom has had he's got the experience to where he's also been able to take the time to organize it. In crypto, I know so much, I just haven't organized it. I've only been able to organize the the trading and the forex aspect. So, in the future, Dom already has courses and stuff available, so you guys may see some of those being offered later on. But yeah, Well, heck yeah. Okay, no other questions. I'm allowed to type in, so we'll wait for that. But yeah. If anything, seriously, anything comes up on the journey, I just want to emphasize in crypto, there's a lot of things that will come out that will look too good to be true and feel good, but it's gonna feel so real, and you're gonna be super sold on it. Um, vet it first. Let us know. Say, hey guys, I saw this. It looks so good. I'm gonna make 1,000,000% next month. So let me, let me know. Let me get in now. But the thing is, from experience, I've been scammed multiple times. I've lost money in different exchanges. I lost money in FTX. I've been part of like 4 or 5 different crypto Ponzi schemes that I didn't know initially, but they're just so like well put together. So just be very, very aware. Anyone that's offering like 20, 30% APR, or interest payments, be very, very careful with that. A lot of things like that are red flags. But yeah, always before you invest your money, if it's something that you haven't done before, just seriously hop in the crypto chat and just tag me, tag Dom, tag Amala, just tag all of us, or just ask. And if one of us doesn't know, the other one does. So, and yeah, we're chilling.
Yeah,
So
that's a great point, Cody. Anything revolving crypto, if you guys come across, because scams are obviously rampant, just don't hesitate to ask. And we'll all add our 2 cents. But it's a hard navigating market. But as I've seen it progress, things are getting better. They will continue to. But scams are really heavy, like Cody says. A lot of people lost a lot of money last year. So if you're hesitant about anything, or even if you see a good opportunity, just send it in. We'll take a look and figure out the best route to go about it.
definitely. And on that note, don't be ever scared. Like if you find something good, yeah, we're watching, but we don't have eyes. We don't have a million eyes, and they're not everywhere. So you might see something that the group would really benefit from. So of course, we're always sure to share everything that we think will be beneficial, that will benefit you financially or mentally or spiritually. We'll always share it. So yeah, if you see stuff too, obviously, we'd love to hear it. We'd love to see it. So anyway, well, cool. I feel pretty expressed. Stay tuned. Dom and I will come to an Amala as well. Keon doesn't trade crypto as much, but we'll come to a good consensus on what we want to recommend as the next platform that we're going to recommend to trade on for trading crypto, including not verifying your identity, including safety, and make sure your money's protected, including their volume to make sure we're not trading on an exchange where no one else is trading, so that you have money behind, and other people to buy when you're selling and to sell when you buy. Kai asks, what exchanges do you use for crypto? So to initially onboard yourself to crypto, easily, you can do it inside Cash App. You can buy Bitcoin only inside Cash App. You could also download Coinbase. You can get in there. You can also look on Google Maps, search Bitcoin ATM. You can get cash out and you can get Bitcoin, but they limit. You can only really deposit up to $500 without verifying your identity. After that, you have to verify your identity. So know that anytime you put your ID in any app, your identity is verified. So therefore, any money attached to it is attached to your name. Yeah, so you can make the inference on why that would be important or not. I'm all about freedom, so I believe that you and me should choose what we want to do and how we want to move our money, and so that's what that's about. So yeah. If it becomes a problem, adding a scam sub channel would be beneficial. Yes, definitely. So just stay tuned. Like seriously, anything at all. Downloading wallets. So sorry, exchanges to initially get yourself into crypto. Coinbase and Cash App are good. Or if you have a stack of cash and you don't want to put it into a place where you verify your identity, fly down here. Fly to Mexico. I got connections there too. We can get you cash for your crypto or crypto for your cash. And up to really any amount that you can come up with. We have connections that can do that. So yeah, Amala says he loves using Coinbase. He's been investing a regular amount every month since January. And yeah, in Coinbase, you can set what you want to invest. So if you have a salary or consistent income, you can say, hey, I want you to buy 30 cents every 5 minutes. I don't know if you can do every 5 minutes, but I think you can do every hour, and every day. I could buy like $5 a day or something like that. As getting into crypto, that's probably one of the best ways that you can start investing. It's called dollar cost averaging. So it's buying small amounts consistently over a long period of time. You're going to get a better average price. And then that way you don't have to trade it. But, also, every one of you, if you're in here and you're present on here, you're probably interested in trading, or you already are trading. And so that's why staying up to date with the charts can be pretty good. And then, as for actual exchanges, if you want to, so now Coinbase doesn't have every coin available. So usually what I like to do personally, it just depends on what I'm trying to do. So if I wanted to get into Solana NFTs, then I'd get some Solana on Coinbase, and then I'd send it to my Solana wallet, my backpack wallet. And from the backpack wallet, I can connect to decentralized exchanges. I can swap, without being anything attached to my identity.